Hello and welcome to the news brief for Friday, September 27th, 2024, GSN. Thanks so much for tuning in. And SheptemberFest is upon us. So this is the weekend for SheptemberFest. I'm really excited. It should be a wonderful parish celebration. There'll be lots of food, lots of games, lots of opportunities, good music, good fun. Bring your families. We will have opportunities for just being together. And there will be ice cream and food and hot dogs and hamburgers and carne asada. And then there'll be the mariachi. There will be the band, I forget their name, but they're kind of an acoustic band thing. So it should be a wonderful evening. So there'll be dancers, all kinds of things. So come on over, SheptemberFest, 6 to 10 p.m. So that is what's happening here. And then next weekend, we have the El Salvadorian craft sale. So mark your calendars for that. There is always lovely stuff from down in El Salvador. And I know that when I was there this past May, we had brought some stuff back from there. And so just make plans to check out things in the Narthex and the Social Hall next weekend. Now, this weekend, this is cutting edge. I mean, this is not cutting edge. This is breaking news here. Breaking news. The organ is done. Asterisk. Mostly done. Well, it's done for now. It's interesting about an organ is it just needs time to kind of settle. And so what we're going to do is it's done. It's ready. We're playing it and everything is set. Now, what we're going to do, well, let me get tomorrow, we're going to dedicate it. We're going to bless it at 4:55. So 5 minutes before the 5 o'clock Mass, will be a very simple blessing. We will use incense and incense the organ. And Matthew will do a little thing on the organ. And then the opening hymn will be on the organ. And I think the preparation of the gifts will be on the organ. It really sounds beautiful. And Matthew is really having a fun time just learning all of it and trying all the different knobs and all the different sounds. It's really kind of fun. It's like, imagine like a baker, like tries all these different things to put together to make the beautiful desserts and everything. He's just having a great time figuring out this beautiful instrument. And I think it's going to be, a well-regarded instrument in the Kansas City area and beyond. We are now on the map and people are going to want to come and hear this organ. Organ people are going to say, oh, I've got a good priest friend. We were at our convocation this past week that people sometimes call the retreat, but it's a workshop. And one of the priests is a very talented organist. Brent Stoll is his name. He's at Ascension Parish. And I said, well, why don't you come by? And he says, oh, I'd love to come by. And he just wants to doodle around on it and hear it. And so I think we're going to get a lot of that. A lot of people who are going to be interested in hearing it and playing it. So that is tomorrow. We're going to bless the organ. I will be there. So Father Mersman has the 5 o'clock Mass, but I will be there at the beginning to bless the organ. And then we'll begin with our opening hymn on the organ. Glory and praise to our God. It'll sound magnificent. So Mark and the choir will be there as well. So tomorrow, come to Mass, then come to SheptemberFest. It's going to be a whole great festival. And it continues our tradition. As we were doing our 50th anniversary, I saw some pictures of when we blessed the gym, the community center there. And Archbishop was here and we had a special blessing for the community center. And that was on the day of the Fall Festival. So another big construction project, this organ, is now we are blessing it here on this day of the SheptemberFest. So we're continuing a great Good Shepherd tradition to initiate it at a big festival. So I was saying that, it takes a while for the organ to kind of settle in and get to know the space. And what we're going to be doing for the next several months is listening to it. And although it's ready, what we will find is things will sound like that note sounds too loud or that note sounds too soft. So if something sounds shrill or whatever, we're going to work on tweaking it over the next several months. Then the organ builders will come back and we'll probably have like a list of things like here, adjust this, adjust that, which is the way of all kinds of things. I used to do recording musical projects and those are really fun to do. I've got several of those available if anyone wants them, but they're on YouTube or Spotify or whatever. But going through the process of recording, you think that you just go and you record it and you're done. That's not at all how it works. You go and you record it, and then even if after several takes, then you have to like tweak every instrument level, and you have to make this softer or this louder or this richer in this aspect, or it's a whole extra level. It's basically what's happening in the organ. They have it all set, and now they're going to listen to it played and listen to it in context and what needs to be fixed and tweaked. So it's done, but it's not like done. They will come back and do a tweaking after several months of playing it and listening to it. So that's the plan. We will also plan to have an inaugural concert sometime in February or March, and there'll be more information to follow with that. I thought we were going to have the concert right away, but they say, no, you want to let it settle and let's listen to it. And then the big, here it is, concert comes later. So that is that. Then finally, we have a Bible study coming up for women, the Women's Wednesday morning Bible study on the richness and the extravagance of God's grace. So that is a wonderful opportunity. That is Wednesdays of October, 9:30 to 10:30, 9:30 to 10:30. The richness and extravagance of God's grace. So sounds like a wonderful opportunity. So that is that. So this weekend I have the 10, the 12:30, and the 4 o'clock masses, and I will do the blessing before the 5 o'clock mass. So that's my schedule. Father Mersman has the 5 and the 8. Hopefully we'll see you around this weekend for our activities, and have a blessed one. We'll see you next time.